EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with the San Francisco 49ers. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. His first carry, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Check, 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 check. 20. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 8, 8. Patsy. Hey! Gun.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Newton able to get this to his running back, White. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
SOS. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. 20. Check 37. Check.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
Patriots. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Gun. Mike 56. Mike 56. They're going to need some therapy after this.
On first down, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's caught. This is White. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll get this out wide to Taylor. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Garoppolo with the completion there. He, of course, drafted by these Patriots back in 2014. Spent 3.5 years as the understudy to Tom Brady. And you remember the discussions about, well, we can't keep both of these guys. And it was Garoppolo who departed, traded to San Francisco for a second-round pick back on Halloween of 2017. Taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Garoppolo's pass.
A big play there for the Niners. 55 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
Here's Mostert. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. That's what they wanted out of that first down play. Run it down there. Now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in, and now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Patriots nothing. Robbie Gould to kick
after
off.
the touchdown. Take it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. all receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
After the fumble recovery, it's Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Patriots' 22-yard line.
Here we go.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Niners 7, Patriots nothing.
2nd and 8 coming up. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Niners 14, Patriots nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
And 1.
Running out of the gun with White, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
At the 36.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up third downs. In the top 5 in the NFL, it's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
At the 48.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Coming to you.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Cam Newton sacked.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
35's the mark. Go.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. On the screen, this is Coleman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Here we go. 180.
Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
15.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And a short gain down to about the 33. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
At the Patriots' 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
50. Gun. 56. Check. 56. 8. Begin.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a play fake here on first down. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the gun, here's Newton. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now Callaway on the return. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
48-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Newton now to throw. This is White on the screen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the 2nd half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Rip left, rip left. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You're not right. Hey, alert.
Here's a toss play right to Mostert. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
49er first down.
Here we go. 180. Check. Block 54. Block 54.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Lauren's guy able to bring him down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Number 26, Tevin Coleman.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. From the gun, a run with Mostert. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
For San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at the 34. And he'll hand this to Michelle to get things started. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you. Kill. Check 9.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
56, right there, 56. Target.
Now on 2nd and 13. Newton. That's complete to White. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 3rd down.
5.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Buying time to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Michelle. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. From the gun, Newton. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play.
It's nothing.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And it is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The ball carrier.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. He's going up top for Taylor. Oh, they intercept Garoppolo for the 3rd time. Picked off by the all-pro Stephon Gilmore. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Now a pass dropped off here for James White. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. Again, Newton. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you've got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's got him in, complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Garoppolo. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Niners 27. Patriots nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Let's go.
They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Yeah. You don't want none.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Intended for N'Keal Harry. Incomplete. He was covered by Richard Sherman.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
His team showed up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. After the run, Newton going to throw. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than